Hey guys, it's Comcast here. We are back at Great Adventure. Today is Saturday, August 24th, and today's actually Coasting for Kids, the charity event I mentioned a few weeks back. I want to thank you all for helping Team Collywood to raise $1,300 to benefit Give Kids the World Foundation down in Florida. It's a great cause, and I'm really happy to be here. We're going to get some pretty cool perks for the event too, so we'll see you guys inside. I'm going to put it in the car now, but we got a Coasting for Kids bag, we got a cup, we got a fanny pack, and this nice shirt that I have on. I'm just gonna go run it back to the car and then we're gonna be in the park. And in addition to all that, we also got this gold wristband, which gives us flash pass / exit access all day. So you go up the exit for rides that don't have flash pass and rides that do have flash pass. You go through the flash pass line and you get unlimited skips, which is pretty awesome. All right, we're inside the park. Of course, there is rope drop, so it doesn't matter that we're really here early anyway, but here's a look at the back of the Coasting for Kids shirt. You got Ace, MCN, and Vekoma sponsoring the event, along with all the dates of the different parks hosting Coasting for Kids, which is really cool. And today, like I said, I don't know if I said it actually, is the first day I'm here where Log Flume is open. It opened yesterday, which was the day after I came and saw it testing. So as far as I'm concerned, this is the first full day it is open. So we're gonna go over there and try it out for the first time in 2 years. So once the ropes drop, we'll see you over there. All right, rope drop is done. Now we are going over to Log Flume. Well, I don't even see the water running, so I don't think we're going there first. Well, thankfully, it does look like Toro is running on time. We just did 11 rides. Well, I did 11 rides. Everyone else's numbers vary a little bit. And I only rode the wheel seat once during that whole marathon, and it was just running great. It progressively got faster and faster and was running really good by the end. Zach, how was it?
I got 10 rides running great, smoother than normal, but then like that front wheel seat will jank you around. So it was good. I rode all over the train, mostly in the back, wheel, non-wheel seats. Rode very well. It was good. 4 rides, back and middle. It was good for me. I got a ride in the back. I enjoyed it. Love it. Yeah, I got 4 rides on it. Pretty good today. So.
I'd say so. Now it's almost 11:45. I also see Log Flume's water finally going in, so we'll ride that later. But at 11:45, we're going over to the new events space that used to be Chop 6 next to Skull Mountain. So we'll get to show you guys what that looks like for the first time. And we'll be getting a breakfast over there with yogurt, stuff like that. So we'll see you guys over there. But first, a little update over here with the Fright Fest mazes. The park has now officially confirmed this one is indeed Texas Chainsaw Massacre. You can see the building is slowly taking shape, just like the one in Movie Town, which I'm assuming might be for Stranger Things. Then over here we have the one inside Plaza del Carnaval, and this one has been confirmed to be Trick or Treat. And you really can't see too much progress, but most of the stuff is going on inside, and you really can't see it from out here anyway. And through this little opening in the fence, you can actually see a prop that is wrapped right there, and probably some others on the ground too. But we're gonna see props slowly making their way in, and there's one of them for Trick or Treat. And you can also see now that there are doors in some of those openings. You see the archway along with some of the doors as well. And also, this has been like this for our past couple of visits, but the Dippin' Dots stand over here by Toro is not boarded up anymore. So I'm thinking maybe we'll see it return for Fright Fest. And I will keep mentioning it. The bricks are now on sale for just $74. I actually just bought a second one myself. You can buy it from either in the park or on the park's website. Over here by the Flash Path, they have changed the sign. It used to just show Justice League, Cyborg, and Wonder Woman. Now Dark Knight has been added. No Flash on it yet. And it now says "This way to the heroes." So we're inside Chop 6 here, and they have all these different ride posters along the wall. They got Toro and Devil here, Skyscreamer, Batman, Nitro, Joker, and of course the nice deck out there. And here's the view everyone always talks about from behind Chop 6. It is so nice back here. Of course now it's not called Chop 6, it's called the Event Center, but such a nice space back here. People would come here just to sit and eat next to the lake here. And of course, you have Jolly Roger right next door. Right there is an employee-only area. That's the backstage of Skull Mountain. You can actually see the transfer track a little there, but I really do like this space, and I imagine they're probably going to wind up using this for Fright Fest, maybe for the RIP tours they started last year, because this is a good spot for it, and it is the special event space after all. So in terms of food, there's some hot chocolate and coffee. There's yogurt.
Big shout outs to the 2 top fundraising team. This is Hollywood Studios, so thank you. That's awesome. And then Team Ace Cares, where you guys are over here. Donations even coming in today from you guys. So we're very proud that when we bring back these donations, 93 cents of a dollar gets right back into our mission of fulfilling wishes for critically ill children. So our overcost is very minimal. So we make sure that all of it goes to critically ill children. And with Coasting for Kids, we want to take it all year long. So it's traditionally been in the summer, but we are planning to go beyond the summer season. We had a surprise Coasting for Kids, SeaWorld Orlando, September 14th. We're gonna get to go behind Penguin Trek, so it's gonna be really cool. And then in October, we're trying to go to Coney Island for the first time too. And another thrill-seeking thing that we're about to announce, you're one of the first people to know this, we're gonna do a zero-gravity plane ride. So you get to raffle off tickets. I think we're gonna start off as minimal as $25, but the winner will get to fly in a zero-gravity plane, and all that money comes back to you consideration. So really, really cool stuff coming. So that's all I have for me, but I really wanted to introduce Charlie Wickham. He's a ride engineer.
My name is Charlie Wickham. I've been working in roller coasters for about 7 years now. I do a lot of work with the safety standards and then also working for roller coaster companies. When I started my career, I served as a show ambassador at the IAAPA Expo down in Orlando. And one of the activities as part of that program was visiting the village and volunteering to their pirates and princesses party on the Friday night. So we all got to see the village, hear the mission, and fell in love with it then. So since then, I've tried to stay as involved as I can and coming to these coasting events where I can. So the last 2 years, I've been working with Vekoma Rides, and I actually just left there, but I got to work on some awesome projects, and I'm so excited to, share some information, the stuff that I can. If I can't tell you, I will tell you that I can't tell you. But I am here as, a resource to you guys. Any nerdy questions that you have about roller coasters, how they're made, what's going on in the industry, I am here to answer those as much as I can. You may have seen that under construction right now here at Six Flags Great Adventure is the Flash. It's our Vekoma MK1101 roller coaster. We've built a bunch of them all around the world, and we're so excited to be bringing them to America finally. You guys are going to love these rides when they start opening up all around the country. It's a fantastic ride system. It's got 3 separate launch segments throughout the ride. We'll launch you backwards, forwards, 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 backwards, backwards, and back into the station. It's an incredible new take on the boomerang roller coasters that you all know and love and are on our shirts and every shirt everywhere all the time. As I said, I'm a mechanical engineer. I've worked on many different aspects of the rides and worked with many people at parks all over the country and over the world. So I'm so delighted to be here with all of you, and I want to thank you all for being here, for supporting the village, for raising $5,000 for the village. It's truly incredible. Thank you guys.
So we just had a great Q&A session in there with Charlie, who used to work at Vekoma and now is on the ASTM board, which was a really, really good conversation, hearing a lot about the amusement industry that you don't usually get to hear. I didn't want to film all of it because, it was probably mostly to stay just between us, but you saw a little bit of the introduction. And Coasting for Kids, that's pretty much it for the main event. Of course, we do still have this awesome VIP wristband, so we can get on rides pretty much immediately all day. I had to cut the clip because this music is ridiculously loud and I can't even hear myself talking. But Coasting for Kids, definitely highly recommend. It's for a great cause. They said 93 cents of every dollar goes directly to the village to help support their mission, which I think is great to hear. But with all that, we are now going to go over to the other side of the park again so that we can hopefully get on Log Flume. They even have the jugglers out over here by the fountain. I think they're heading towards Dream Street. Well, the water's off again, so not sure what the situation is. So you can see they are stopped on the lift hill. So it looks like they're probably going to unload log flume, unfortunately for us. I'm still going to walk back here though, because I haven't been back here in a very, very long time. Looks like they don't actually have the line closed off, but of course Flash Pass entrance still in the same spot. They have a nice new sign here for the entrance, just like they have at the exit queue. Looks pretty much unchanged. It's actually not that long of a queue right now. It looks like they have it so we can walk all the way over to here and get a nice view of the station. Haven't seen this view in a very long time.
Yeah, look at the...
You can see them actively unloading there right now. There's the Flash Pass line up there. Here's a new sign right here. 6 guests per log. Smaller groups will be paired. It also looks like they might have put new steps in here. This looks very fresh. It looks like they're starting to refill it, so we might just wait this out a little bit. Now we are walking down this lovely new Flash path. Probably not going to do an update today because nothing's really changed since my last visit, and I wouldn't really expect that since it's only been 2 days. But next visit there probably will be an update. For now though, we're just going to revel in how nice the ride looks and how much nicer it's going to be when it does finally open next year. Here's a peek inside this building right next to Flash. Straight through you can see, actually, I guess they have all the doors open. You can see they are slowly but surely putting more siding on this building right here. So we are all wondering when Cyborg is going to open, but I don't think it's going to open at all until there's some kind of a fencing put behind the queue, because as it stands right now, if you're in the queue for Cyborg, you can just go under the railing there and walk right into the construction site for Flash. So I imagine we're going to see some type of temporary fencing, probably just like this one right here, installed over there before this reopens. You can actually see a team member from Vekoma working right now. I think he's actually checking the gaps between the LSMs in the station right there with that piece he has. But now we're gonna go for a ride on Justice League. Nice touch up there. Just did Justice League. I did pretty good actually, considering there were 6 people in the car. I got 369,000. It was a little higher than what it said. But that first screen being inverted still threw me for a loop. And for whatever reason, my blaster wasn't vibrating at all. And usually, you know, you can shoot when you feel it vibrating, but it didn't vibrate at all, but it still worked. So it was interesting, but Justice League is much easier to get to now that that Flash path is open, which I greatly appreciate. Over here at the Movie Town maze, I'm seeing some wiring. You see that right there. They're definitely doing some work on the interior. You can see a little better from here. Otherwise, though, we can see lots of those maze walls up there that we're gonna see around. And something I'm just now noticing while I'm editing the video, you can see that wall right there that I've zoomed in on actually has the exact same color scheme as the walls of the interior of Hawkins High School, which for those of you who aren't Stranger Things fans, that is the high school that a lot of Stranger Things events takes place in. So that pretty much confirms to me that this one in Movie Town is going to be the Stranger Things maze. So maybe we're going to see a portion where you walk through the high school, but can't wait to see more details on this, and this all but confirms to me that it is in fact Stranger Things here. All the mazes, and I imagine we're going to see some props maybe make their way over here. They haven't officially announced which maze this is yet, but we will know very soon, hopefully. They started announcing them on their Instagram page, and hopefully they'll kind of increase the speed at which they are announcing which ones are where. And there's our buddy the Flash. So we just ate, and it looks like Log Flume's back open, so we're gonna book it over there. Also, I'm just now realizing the archway that's been here forever is gone. I think they installed that back in 2022, and it is no more. I'm thinking that might have been a Cedar Fair thing. They probably didn't like the way it looked, especially during kind of the in-between times where there wasn't really any events to decorate it with. I'm curious if maybe they just got rid of it for preparation for Fright Fest, or if it's just gone permanently. They still do have the fencing up here from where the supports were from it, and now they just have the planters in there, obviously no supports. Wonder if they're gonna get rid of this and just kind of improve the guest flow through the pathway here, but very interesting move there. I wouldn't have expected that. Also over here next to Wicked Saloon, looks like they've moved the face paint and henna place under that little covering there and put that sign up. It's open for now. It's definitely drawing a crowd. I will say the lack of the original spiel is definitely a little disappointing, because there used to be a loud like yeehaw at the end of it, and I don't hear it anymore.
Arms, hands, legs, and feet inside the ride vehicle at all times. So, if you do not meet all the requirements, you'll be asked to use another party to help reduce wait time.
All right, so we just got off of Log Flume for the first time since 2022. I'm very happy to say that we got on it, and it was really good. Of course, you know what Log Flume is if you've already ridden it. It's not very different. I didn't get super wet, but we're gonna go again and see if we get any more wet. Dad, how was it to finally get back on Log Flume?
I love this ride. It's one of my first big ride I ever went on, and I really like it. I think they did a good job with it. A few things I guess they got to work.
Yeah,
through
there's some paint that could definitely be done in the back half of the ride for sure.
But that's still a lot. I mean, they did a lot. They did a great job, and I mean, it looks fantastic.
It does. Where it's painted, it looks really good. How was it?
My first time, I love it. Kind of feel like a coaster with the drops. And I didn't get my feet wet. I love it.
Exactly, John.
It was fun. Great to see it back open.
Johnny
Basic plastic. I'm glad they brought it back.
and Zach, that was your second time riding it. You rode yesterday.
I did. Yesterday, I was like blown away by how wet I got, but like the weight distribution actually really matters. I mean, it always did. But
Yes.
it's crazy how.
It also go ahead.
No, you're good. It's crazy how much like. the
It
weight
makes a big
matters.
difference. And it also makes a big difference at the turntable. Because I've noticed at the turntable, when you fill the logs, I guess, with people early, a lot of times the weight of the people will push it down so much that the turntable starts slipping and doesn't actually catch the logs. So they were having some issues with that. I imagine they're probably going to have to figure out a bit more of a long-term solution to it. But I think we're going to go back on because how could we not? And now we are going for round 2. I must say, this little wristband here has definitely come in handy for riding Log Flume today. I will say the logs look absolutely great. They completely redid the insides from the looks of it, and they just came out fantastic.
Please note, there are only 6 people per boat.
All right, we were just given a token to try out this blaster. I got hit by our friends Ed and Pete. Thanks for that one. So now I gotta return the favor to someone else now. All right, here comes the log. Coin is in, and now we wait. There we go. Nice. All right, we're going for round 3 on Log Flume. We're gonna make the most of this VIP wristband, and Log Flume's just so much fun. It's great to have it back. And this queue you see here, if I had to guess, probably a 90-minute wait, honestly. That's mainly because of the fact there's not that many logs going right now. I think they're on 10, but this line is definitely gonna crawl along a little bit. There's the slipping again. Looks like another evac on Log Flume. We're making our rounds over towards Ka. We're gonna see how the line looks. I mean, I know the line doesn't really matter for us because we do have all day flash pass, but I want to see the station and see if it's super crowded or not. Looks like over here at Ka, even with flash pass, it's not going to be a short wait, so we're going to come back later maybe. We're walking down here by the go-karts, and the exit door is actually open for this maze. Can't really see anything, just ladders and people working, but they haven't announced which one that is yet. I actually haven't been down here probably since they did, what was it called? Scream Break, because you used to enter through there. But I never really come down here anymore. Long term though, I could definitely see these go-karts going away and maybe a big new coaster going in over here. So as I'm walking through the boardwalk area back here, of course, Superman is still closed, but I'm really wondering what they're gonna wind up doing with this area long term. Because slowly but surely, they've been making little aesthetic changes here and there. Like we have the fact that this was repainted and kind of changed up a little bit. They got rid of the rock climbing wall. They got rid of Chickies up there as well. And we'll see what happens down here. I have a feeling maybe Lantern could be not long for this world. We'll have to wait and see. And Superman, like I said, is currently in a bit of an extended closure. Not sure when that will reopen, but just keep in mind that is closed. And so kind of the same situation as the Golden Kingdom. When you come all the way down here, other than Dippin' Dots, there is nowhere to get food or drink anymore. So to me, that kind of tells me that they're going to be doing some kind of a redevelopment down here. Of course, we still have the parachutes here sitting dormant. Twister, there's been rumors of it getting removed for a while now. And the only other things that are back here, of course, are Lantern, Superman, and the Conjuring Maze. That's about it. So I am really, really curious to see long-term what their plans are for this area. I've always thought that retheming it to a kind of Air Force Base kind of theme would work great. They already kind of have that going, and Lantern has a lot of those remnants in there as well. Personally, if I was in charge, I'd get rid of Superman, convert Lantern to a sit-down, and get rid of the DC theme. Maybe put like a new tilt coaster or something along those lines, get rid of the go-karts, either move Slingshot or get rid of it. Hopefully keep the top spin or Twister, but I highly doubt that would happen. But again, those are my fever dreams. I doubt they would happen, but we might go on Lantern, might not, I'm not sure. This ride's probably gonna have a really long line since Superman is closed and can't absorb the rest of the crowds that would otherwise be going there. So everyone's probably flooding Lantern, even though it's not always the most popular. A lot of people complain about it. I still like it, but that's just me. And as I expected, a massive line here for Green Lantern. Thankfully, we do have Flash Pass, like I said, so we are gonna skip past this line.
And shoulder restraint. Please note that earrings are not moving to the furthest of them. Earrings will be closing on the turn. You must be able to secure your restraint to ride the ride. Keep in mind, this is a stand-up roller coaster, so please remain standing with your feet flat and extended. If your feet are forward, please move on back this time because your seat will fall on the chair.
Just rode Lantern in the back row. Johnny, how was Green Lantern?
A little rough, I liked it.
John, how was Lantern?
It was okay.
Oh God, you guys are brutal.
Yeah, it might be a little brutal. So my glasses slipped down on me. I mean, I would really love to see some type of sit-down train on this.
The layout is fantastic.
It's fantastic. I mean, if I even had thought about like removing this ride, I think I would put sit-down trains on it first, just to give it a little more life.
I would agree. And as you can see, he's wearing sunglasses. First tip of riding coasters, do not ride roller coasters that have restraints like this one with sunglasses on. Bad idea, you will bash your ears to death. But Lantern, I always love this ride. And again, if you can get yourself in a good position, you will not have leg pain. And if you can get your center of gravity low enough, your head will not rattle around and hit the restraints like people complain with head banging. And I grade out quite a bit on this layout, so just a great experience overall. I'm also curious what they're gonna wind up doing with this timeline over here, considering Big Top Terror will be occupying this space. I'm curious if you'll actually still be able to see this. And they're also gonna have to change this because 2024, not quite accurate anymore now that Flash has been delayed. Looks like the line for Justice League has definitely grown now that that Flash path is back open. You can also see up ahead that Metro Grill has finally reopened. There's the menu for Metro Grill. Lots of stuff, interesting stuff actually on the meal plan. Kind of like a whole bunch of different countries they offer different entrees from. It's really nice. We're just roaming around a little bit more. I think now we're gonna go over to Nitro. Just did Nitro and it was running great, and I was really trying to look for stuff backstage for maybe Fright Fest, and I'm about 90% sure I saw a wrapped Demogorgon arm for Stranger Things. At least that's what it looked like. Could have just been any arm, but I'm pretty sure it was from Stranger Things to kind of fit in with the upside down that I'm sure they're going to incorporate in the maze. But keep an eye out back there because you'll probably see a lot of props for Fright Fest. You'll be able to tell because they're going to be wrapped in like a sort of see-through white wrapping, but not completely see-through. The white kind of shines through more, but keep an eye out for those because they're probably Fright Fest props. Also, as I'm looking at the wait time board here, some of these wait times are crazy. King Dakar is at 100-minute wait, and you'll see it in a minute. Log Flume is at 120-minute wait, 2 hours. Jersey Devil's at an hour. Sky Screamer's an hour. Jeez. Giant Wheel, 40 minutes. El Toro, 30. It doesn't matter for us, but this is why you're better off coming on a non-weekend. Warren Rapids is an hour, Nitro's an hour. Nitro we got on in, what, 5 minutes, if that? And that's with Flash Pass, of course. Literally in a matter of seconds, Medusa went up to 60 and Ka went down. I want it that way.
Enjoy your ride on the Sawmill. Wait time. Please carefully board.
No, I thought it'd be more.
So we just did Log Flume twice at night. It was really good. And what's nice is that Best of the West seems to stay open much, much later now. You never would see it open this late, but now that Log Flume's open and people are all over the place back here now, it's really nice. And the lighting on Log Flume is also nice too, because you still get that secluded vibe without being completely in the dark. Just did Mine Train 3 times a night and found out that the park is extending their hours for the 3rd day in a row, now to 10 o'clock. All right, so a bit of a discrepancy with the closure. Seems like there was miscommunication. First, they said they were closing at 10, Then it hit 9 o'clock and they kicked us off, said that was last train of the night, said it was a soft close, that all rides are closing at 9 and the park was closing at 10. Now, after everyone left and just got their phones out of the lockers, they're telling us that the rides now close at 9:30 and park closes at 10. So, I don't know. I'm just gonna go somewhere else. I can't be bothered to go back and put my stuff in, but that was a great, I think, 3 rides. That was close. All right, so we just did 5 rides to end out the night on Kingda Ka, and as you can see, it is 9:50. So there's a pretty interesting predicament. I'm not gonna go into too much detail, but basically, I think somebody wanted to ride but didn't get to ride, and they kept the ride open longer, then pretty much incentivized people to leave so they could get on by giving away VR guest passes. I don't know how to describe that, but it was awesome. Ka was running great, pretty much rode all back row, and it's with that new fog light that makes it look like Dragster. It's such a great night ride and just a great way to end out a day. I did not expect to be here from opening to closing. I don't know how I'm still here, but I made it. That's gonna do it for our interesting day here at Great Adventure. I, again, did not expect to stay here this long, but here we are. It's just about 10 o'clock. The park was supposed to close 58 minutes ago, but they didn't. But it was a great day. Got on a ton of rides. Well, not really, but we got on a bunch of rides, all things considered, because we had a lot of other things going on throughout the day. Coasting for Kids was great. Highly recommend checking out Give Kids the World Village website. Take a look at their mission, because I really do think it's a great vision that they have for that complex and their whole goals as a whole. But with all that being said, that's gonna do it for today's vlog. If you guys enjoyed, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you all in the next video. Goodbye, guys.